Hi everyone, welcome back to the Sports Breakdown once again. So we have breaking news and lot of updates to bring about on Indian cricket. And there is a breaking news: Rohit Sharma has just succeeded Virat Kohli and is appointed the new ODI and 2020 captain. So that's the breaking news from BCCI. Will be giving the sources from ICC. They have confirmed that Rohit Sharma has succeeded Virat Kohli as as the Indian new limited over captain. I think that's a good decision done by I think by the Indian Cricket Board. Here from BCCI says the All Indian Senior Selector Committee has also decided to name Mr. Rohit Sharma as the captain of the ODI in 2020 team going forward. I mean, you can't base it on just Mumbai Indians experience, but Virat Kohli has led this team very well for 6 years. Um, but I think when Rohit Sharma is captaining the 2020 side, I think it's fair if he's given the ODI captaincy as well. So I think it's a good decision that what BCCI has done. We have to see though how Rohit Sharma does, because Virat Kohli was a fantastic ODI in 2020 captain. Even though he hasn't won any World Cups, he hasn't won any trophies. I mean, trophies means the ICC tournaments. He has won a lot of bilateral series, but hasn't gone and won any ICC tournaments, which I think is a huge factor for BCCI to go and select Rohit Sharma as the new ODI in 2020 captain going forward. And that's the future of India cricket right now. Also, I want to show this. This is Virat Kohli's message, by the way. Virat Kohli says, I have been fortunate enough to not only represent India but also led the Indian cricket team to my utmost capability. I think everyone who has supported me in my journey as the captain of the Indian cricket team, I couldn't have done it without them. The boys, the support staff, the selection committee, my coaches, and each and every Indian who prayed for us for a win. Wow, that's great. Understanding workload is a very important thing, and considering my immense workload over the last 8 to 9 years playing all three formats and captaining regularly for the last 5 6 years, I feel I need to give myself space to be fully ready to lead the Indian test in test cricket, test and ODI cricket. That was back then. I have given everything to the team during my time as 2020 captain, and I will continue to do so for the 2020 team as a batsman moving forward. Of course, arriving at this decision took a lot of time after a lot of contemplation and discussions with my close people, Ravi Bai and also Rohit, who has been an essential part of the leadership group. I've decided to step down as a 2020 captain after this 2020 World Cup in Dubai in October. Yeah. So, yeah, I will continue to serve Indian cricket. So that's when Virat Kohli actually, I mean, resigned as a 2020 captain, but now they have decided to BCCI have decided to make Rohit Sharma the new ODI captain as well along with it. But let's go through Virat Kohli's records as captain in ODI for India. He's captained India for 95 matches. He's won 65 and has lost 27 as a captain. Brilliant record. Unfortunately, the thing is he hasn't won any ICC wins. He's won a lot of bilateral series, by the way. But yeah, as a captain, you see him 70.43% here, 95 matches. Yeah, 65 wins, 27 losses. Yeah, to 70.43% is a really good percentage. I think who else? I think Ricky Ponting only. Ricky Ponting, Croinger. Um, yeah, those people only have a better record than Virat Kohli, even Michael Clark, but he has played less games. But comparing with more games, Virat Kohli has done a decent job in ODI cricket. But let's go through his captaincy in 50 over. Not so great, but still compared to ODI, but still decent. Over 50% percentage win percentage is great. See here, Virat Kohli 50 matches he has captain. As you can see here, 30 wins, has lost 16. The win percentage 64.58. Yeah, tremendous. I mean, compared to, I mean, not better. Yeah, better than Owen Morgan also, MS Dhoni also. So, but the only thing is he hasn't won a 2020 World Cup compared to MS Dhoni. That's the biggest difference. But otherwise, he has led this team very well. So yeah, all the best to Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli and him as a player. Hope he can contribute and focus more as a batsman for limited over. He's still the Test captain, but wish you all the best, Virat Kohli, and good luck to Rohit Sharma being the new limited overs captain for both ODIs and 2020, which I think is a sensible move. After giving Rohit the 2020 captaincy, I think it's better to give him the ODI captaincy and let Virat just focus on the tests and lead this team forward, because there's ICC Test Championships going on for 2 years. So I think it's a good move, and Virat Kohli can focus more of himself as a batsman. So yeah, moving on, let's go through the India and South Africa Test squad. So first go with the India Test squad for the three Test match series versus South Africa. So it's just been released. So we have the announcements from BCCI here. I'll screen it forward so then you can see here India's Test squad. Virat Kohli is captain, obviously. Rohit Sharma is the new vice captain. Ajinkya Rahane is no longer vice captain of the Test team due to his inconsistency as a batsman, and he hasn't performed up to his capabilities recently. But he's still a potential batsman. He's still in the squad, but not as vice captain. KL Rahul, Mayank Agrawal, Chechwester Pujara, Ajinkya Rahane, Sharais Iyer, Hanumar Bihari, Rishabh Pant, Vidhiman Saha, Ravichandran Ashwin, Jayant Yadav, Ishan Sharma, Mohammad Shami, Umesh Yadav, Jasprit Bumrah, Shadul Thakur, and Mohammad Siraj. Standby players Navdeep Saini, Saurabh Kumar, Deepak Chaha, and Azan Nagswala. Yeah, and the following players were not available for selection due to injuries and are currently undergoing rehabilitation. So there's Ravindra Jadeja, Shubman Gill, Aksha Patel, and Rahul Chaha. I think they'll miss Ravindra Jadeja a lot, seriously a lot. I mean, he's he's good in all three aspects. I mean, fielding, batting, bowling, he's really good, and especially overseas. Ravindra Jadeja would have been in favor compared to Ravichandran Ashwin, but unfortunately, due to injury, he hasn't recovered yet. And if he undergoes surgery, he may be only available for the IPL next year. So he'll be missing around 6 to 7 months, which is a big gap. 3 to 4 months. Sorry, 3 to 4 months. So yeah, we are not going to see Ravindra Jadeja if he undergoes any surgery. So, but I think this squad is decent, very good, strong 21 member squad. I'm satisfied with this squad. These players deserve to be in the Indian Test side, and it's a very strong looking squad. Hoping India will go to South Africa and be the second Asian team after Sri Lanka to win a Test series in South Africa. Hoping they can do it, because they haven't done it ever in South Africa soil. So hopefully India can do that this time. Yeah. So that's the Indian squad. Let's go through the South African squad. It's also a strong looking squad, but let's just go through the squad. Yeah. You can see here Dean Elgar, Temba Bavuma, Quinton de Kock, Kagiso Rabada, Saril Irwin. I think he played the South Africa A squad. A squad, he was doing okay, so he's there. Baron Hendricks, George Linder, Keshav Maharaj. He's the limited overs captain the 2020 side for South Africa in the 2020 World Cup. Then we have Lungi Lingidi, Aidan Markram comes back to this test squad, Ryan Mulder, Henrik Noikia, Keegan Peterson, Rassi van der Dusen, Kyle Varane, Marco Jansen, Glenton Strootman, Palain Subbrain, Sisanda Magala, Ryan Rickelson, and Dwayne Oliver. Dwayne Oliver is back for South Africa. He just ended, I think, his Kolpak contract, and I think they don't no longer have. I mean, these South African players no longer have these Kolpak deals due to the Brexit now in the UK. So there is no such Kolpak deals done now. They will be signed as overseas players, because no longer UK are in the with the EU. So good to see Oliver back. He deserves it. He was performing well, I think, in first class for South Africa. But brilliant. Elga Bavuma, Rabada. I'm interested to see the spinners, Maharaj and Linda maybe. And then Mulder, brilliant all rounder. Noikia and Rabada, Ningidi. So very interesting squad and lot of competition. Rassi van der Dusen, good to see him in a test side also after a long time. Marco Jansen, 19-year-old. Watch out for him. I mean, he is one to watch out for. He played for Mumbai Indians in 2020, but we haven't seen much him. He can bowl with 140 kilometers per hour, so watch out if he's selected. Marco Jansen, yeah, Magala is there, very good squad, strong squad. And yeah, hopefully South Africa can maintain that record against India and not lose. But still, yeah, it's going to be a very tight contest, I think. I think is it going to be very tough, very tough. I think it's going to be 1-1 actually. The draw, my predictions, if I'm going in a 3 match series, I think one match will end up in a draw. This is going to be very, very competitive. And yeah, that's it. So that's the breaking. So we had to just give a breaking news. Rohit Sharma just been appointed as the India new ODI captain. He was previously announced as a 2020 captain, but now it's been confirmed he's going to lead the Indian side both in ODIs and 2020. And Virat Kohli obviously stepping down as the Indian 2020 and ODI captain, but he has done a tremendous job as Indian captain, even though he has not won an ICC event under Ravi Shastri ICC tournament. That's the only thing he lacked. But otherwise, looking at his record, is decent, pretty decent, and is marvelous. But yeah, I think he needs to focus more on his batting. It's his batting hasn't been good recent in 2 years. I mean, he hasn't scored a Test century even in 2 years. So and hasn't scored much. I mean, hasn't been decent for 2 years. So hopefully he can regain that batting form, and I think it's a good option for Rohit Sharma to lead this side. But let's see, it's going to be a tough challenge compared to Mumbai Indians in 2020. This is going to be a big challenge for Rohit Sharma to captain ODI in 2020. But I think he has the capabilities to do that. So, and then we discussed the India Test squad. Unfortunately, Shubman Gill and Ravindra Jadeja, the two big names, even Naksha Patel, three big names who are injured, are not going to take part in this test series coming up in South Africa. They're injured and they're going through rehabilitation. So hopefully they come back in 3 to 4 months, hopefully. And we discussed about the South Africa test squad as well. So thank you so much, everyone. Please do subscribe to the Sports Breakdown. Please click the notification bell on as well. And till then, for more updates, guys, please see you guys. And please don't unsubscribe. Please subscribe the Sports Breakdown. We'll give you the latest updates. Thank you so much. Good night. And yeah, see you tomorrow for the Ashes watch along tomorrow morning. Until then, see you and good night and God bless you.